college basketball transfer portal is one day from closing, and Nebraska has managed to acquire 4 different transfers, but 3 since I last made the video about Sam Orm. So, without any further delay, let's get straight to these 3 new transfers, and I'm just gonna evaluate them. I apologize I did not do these videos sooner, like when they were committed to Nebraska, but I thought it'd just be better, kind of like how they all came out once, that I was just going to do them in one video, so that's just why. But anyway, let's get straight to it. So first off, we got Boden Kapke. So Boden Kapke, he's a junior from Boston College, and yeah, he's 6'11", 255 pounds, so he's taller than Mass slightly, and he's, yeah, about 5 pounds heavier. That's what he's listed as. I don't know if truly is heavier or not, but I'm sure he probably is heavier. But he is, I think, going to be a more athletic version of Mast. Now, they are similar, and they do play similar. Like, I was watching, highlights of Boden Kapke, and he certainly plays kind of like Rink Mast. Like, he likes to, get the hook shots, kind of just post up, and that's obviously what a good post can do. But the only difference to me is right here, the assists. Mass certainly had a knack for just getting good assists and just seeing the court, like that one game against, I think it was Purdue. Yeah, it was Purdue. Like, he had the ball up top, and like he looked like he was going to shoot it, and then Lawrence back cuts and just throws a beautiful pass for an easy layup. But also, like, Mass was able to get good, when he's posting up, he's able to see behind him and just dump off good short little passes for, once again, easy layups. But I do believe Boden Kapke certainly can do that. Boston College wasn't very good at basketball this last year. That's probably why he entered the transfer portal. But he definitely, I think he'll be a very good asset for Nebraska. I mean, he's a strong guy, and also he's a dog. He's competitive. He doesn't average that many blocks. That's what it says. But he's good at playing defense, and I think he is scrappy. That's just, well, I don't think he is scrappy, I should say. He is definitely a scrappy player, and I believe he will be a dog for Nebraska. And what I mean by that is just a good defensive player, because with Hoiberg gone, Buchengel, and Mast, those are your top 3 defensive players. Sanford and Frager, that was their struggle for sure, and Lawrence. Now that I think you got this guy, I think you will hopefully replace Buchengel in terms of the defensive skill, and then Mast in terms of offensive skills. I mean, he averages 6 rebounds, so that's pretty good. I think that's about what Mast is averaging, maybe a little more. I have to double check on that, but he averages less than Mast. Mast at the peak of his dominance, he averaged about 18, I believe, is the most on the team, but Boden Kapke averages about 11. Now, he's younger. I believe that with the right coaching from Hoiberg, I believe he will be able to develop and score more than he did this last year. And he's younger than Mast, so no worries. Also, Mast, he's played basketball before coming to Nebraska. Just saying, he definitely had a little more experience. But nonetheless, I do believe, Kapke is a good player for Nebraska. And like I said, he's athletic. That's going to be very nice to have, an athletic post, and I think that's going to come in just very, very handy. But anyway, moving on to our second transfer, we got Trevan Leonhardt. So he is from Utah Valley Wolverines. Now, that's a very small school. He's also a junior, so we'll have him for 1 year. All these transfers right here, we're only going to have 1 year. So I believe that Trevan Leonhardt, he's going to be kind of I think he will be kind of like the Sam Hoiberg, because he was scrappy. I was watching him play. He's definitely scrappy. And he has a very similar playing style to Hoiberg in the regard where he likes to drive to the rim. He likes to score in the paint, but he's also not a bad shooter either. I mean, he's about 37% from the 3. That's pretty good. He averages about 5 rebounds, 6 assists. So, definitely plays like Hoiberg in the regard where he will pass and share the ball. That's good. Then about 51% from the field. So, I believe Trevan Leonhardt, I think he's going to play kind of like Sam Hoiberg. And I think that's going to come in very nice for Nebraska. Once again, I think Hoiberg, he sees, our defense, it was 2 years ago, when we didn't have Mast and Sanford, we didn't have that good of a defense. That's the year we didn't make it to the Big Ten tournament, and we were kind of bad. We didn't have a good defense. But then we had, obviously, we had Buchengel and Hoiberg already, but then you added Lawrence, Mast, and then obviously got Sanford. Those are your 5 starters. I think when you had those guys in there, I think that just really created in Mass back. That was a good defense. Mass was good at defense in Hoiberg and Buchtengel. Those three were good at defense, and that's why I believe that that's what Hoiberg was kind of trying to get this transfer, because I think he wants to have a good defense again, and that's a completely fair thing to do. Having a good defense is pretty nice. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to our third and final transfer, Kadyn Betts. So Kadyn Betts, he is a transfer out of the Montana Grizzlies. Kadyn Betts, he is a guy that's going to be kind of like Kendall Blue. Because once again, he's a senior. We'll only get him for 1 year. He is going to be just like Kendall Blue. And I'm not saying that this on him. I just think that he is just going to, he's going to be a guy that like kind of leads from the bench. He won't get that many minutes. But yeah, that's just kind of what I believe Kadyn Betts is kind of coming in for. But he's not like getting paid that much, so no need to fret there, guys. If you're thinking, oh boy, he's getting paid a lot. No, I don't think he's getting paid that much. Otherwise, like, if he really was wanting that much money, Hoiberg wouldn't go after him. But yeah, he averages 3 points, 1 rebound, 0.2 assists, and then 56.3% from the field. But like that seems like a lot, but when you account for the 3 points and the minutes he gets, not that much. So Kadyn Betts, Trevan Leonhardt, Boden Kapke, of those three, I believe that Boden Kapke is probably our best transfer that we got. Of these three. I'm not counting about Sam Orm. I think he's good too. But yes, I think that Boden Kapke is a very good transfer, just to go back to him. I believe that he is going to be honestly maybe one of our bigger X factors. Because let's just kind of do a brief overview of Nebraska's basketball roster going into this season. Like, it might take a step back, and you hope, if you're Hoiberg, you're hoping that doesn't happen. Like, that might be his nightmares. But you have Bryce Sanford again. Now, he's going to be hopefully just as good, maybe even better. But I don't know if he can get much better than he was last year. But yeah, you have Bryce Sanford. You have Braden Frager. I'm sure those will be at least 2 of your starters. And it's probably going to be Sam Orm. And then it's going to be Boden Kapke. And then it's going to be Trevan Leonhardt. That's what I believe is going to happen. But I don't know. I do not know. The problem with Trevan Leonhardt is he doesn't have any power 4 experience. That's just the facts. Whereas like players like Caleb Jacobson, he has more power 4 experience. Now, he did walk on. I don't think he's as talented as Trevan Leonhardt. But I believe that, I think Leonhardt, he's just a better shooter, and I think overall he's just better than Jacobson. So I think you're gonna have Sanford, you're gonna have Frager, you're gonna have Orm, you're gonna have Kapke, and you're gonna have Leonhardt be your starters. And I think that's exactly what it's gonna be. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I just do not know. And okay, here's the odd thing. I expected better transfers personally than what Nebraska got. Like, I'm not dissing on these guys. These guys are good. But, like, Nebraska, they were good. They made it to the Sweet 16. And success often breeds success. But, unfortunately, for Nebraska basketball, that's just not been the case, unfortunately. But I do think that these guys will be, or at least particularly Boden Kapke and Trevan Leonhardt, will be major contributors for this upcoming season. I do not know. I think that, and when I say I don't know, I just don't know, like, if Nebraska's going to be, look, if Nebraska last year was here, like, I don't know, will we be here? Will we be here? You're hoping not. Will we be here? I just don't know. Like, I think we're going to kind of stay like that, kind of just, like, right here. If we're good, if we were here last year, like, we're probably going to be, like, about right there. Maybe that'd be a nightmare, like, right here. I don't know. That's not what I want to happen, but it might happen. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think Nebraska got some good transfers here? I mean, there's only 4 of them. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, goodbye.